Hi, my name is Danny Wells, and I am a regional vice president with Arbonne International Independent Consultant. And I just thought I'd record this video because we are in the middle of December now, and it's quite an exciting time of year because I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling quite prepared. I'm thinking about the new year, how I'm going to tackle the new year with my business. And also I'm really excited because December, every single turnover, every single point in our business, all the points that are turning to our business are being doubled towards the Bahamas trip. So every year Arbonne sends their consultants on an annual paradise holiday, and this year myself and my husband went on a Caribbean cruise. We would have took children, but it was too much to take them out of school again. We'd already took them on quite a few holidays this year, but next year we will be taking them with us, so it's very exciting. So yeah, all the points are doubled towards that Bahamas trip, so amazing. So I'm feeling really excited. So I thought I'd just share a little video about a few tips that I've got and I've sort of put in place to help myself move forward with my business. I thought I'd share them with you guys because you might find them useful as well. So written a list. The first thing I've put is to make sure that you look through a document that I've put together called Getting Started Top 10s. So the top 10 things to do, top 10 to-dos. And I've got one printed out here, but it is in my Google Drive and it's in the documents on the Do More page as well. And I have sent it out an email, but I can send it again. Oh, I'm sure if you ask anybody in the team, they'll have it and they'll send it to you. So it's the top 10 to-dos for starting your business. Now, obviously, as guys, we've all got our business. We're not starting it from scratch. However, if we feel like it's not moving forwards at the speed that we want it to, it means that we need to readdress where we are in our business. And the best thing to do for that is to go back to the beginning, to start again, to relaunch really, because this business is dead simple. We use the products, we switch brands to something better, we tell other people. That's it. There's no need to make it any more complicated than that. Use the products, tell people. That's it. Really, really simple. So if you're finding that you're just in a frustrated place, it's probably because you need to go back and reevaluate really how you set up your business, how you started and how you're running your business. So the top 10 to do. So I've got number 1, explore the Arbonne website. So this is either for yourself or if you're setting up a new consultant for success, setting up a new business builder. Make sure you understand the Arbonne website because it's incredible. That website is worth millions and millions of pounds. It's an amazing website. And for us to have that for free for our own personal business, it's unbelievable. So people will contact me, ask me what I'll do, and I'll explain to them, I'll use these products to tell other people about them. We're paid through a network marketing compensation plan, dead simple, like being Cheryl Cole, being advertisements for a brand. People get it, they're like, okay, that makes sense. And then they're like, but how do people get hold of the products? And I say, oh, the company give us our own personal website that we can personalize all the infrastructures in it. And people are like, what, you don't have to pay monthly for that? And I'm like, no. And they're usually so amazed that website comes as part of being a consultant with Arbonne that they're astounded. So make sure you really make the most of using that website. And not only is it a fantastic tool to give to other people to shop online, because everybody shops online these days, don't they? Especially for the day-to-day essentials. No one wants to get out in the cold, freezing England and go and do their shopping out and about. They want to just do it online. It's convenient. It's easy. We get to choose what we want, and it gets delivered to us in a time slot that suits us. And not only that, while we're doing our shopping, we get a consultant that we can phone up. So this is us guys phone up and say, you know, I've got a bit of problematic skin. I'm working now in air conditioning. What would you recommend? Should I switch my moisturiser? I'm getting a little bit of stomach cramps. I'm now pregnant. Should I switch what I'm eating and drinking? And, you know, we get somebody that's going to give us that personal advice that you wouldn't get in the shop. So we offer such a fantastic service. So explore the Arbonne website, explore the source, explore everything the website does. And if you're still a little bit hazy about the website, speak to your upline and just ask them for a little coaching session, half an hour, to go through the website because it is an incredible source. So that's number 1. Number 2, fill out your business plan. If you haven't already got a business plan, then this is what I say to my team, then your business isn't a business, it's a hobby. You would not start a franchise. You wouldn't pay £250,000 for a franchise and not have a plan. Because in my opinion, if you don't have a plan for your business, it really is a hobby. And if you're treating this as a hobby and you're happy with that, you've started your business because you like the social side and you want it as a hobby, that's fine. Everybody deserves to be in the place that they want to be in. But if you're thinking, this is a business, this is a serious multi-million-pound business within my fingertips, and I want it to pay me like a business, I want to be treated like I own a multi-million-pound global business, then make sure you're treating it that way. You need to have your business plan. So if you haven't, you need to go into Hetty Gifford's Google Drives and print it off. It's the new consultant starter pack. It's about 20 pages. And I've done mine, even though I'd started my business months and months ago, and filled it all in. And I've got my business plan in a folder. And while I was there, I printed off the activity binder, and it's all in my folder all together, so that I've got that is my folder, that is my business, that is my life, that is everything in that one folder. So make sure you printed that off, especially over Christmas. If you haven't, make sure you do. Head to Gifford's Google Drive. The link to it is in the Do More page on the pinned post. I will show you that in a moment as well. So go into that. Number 3, have Zoom coaching sessions with your mentor. So whoever's mentoring you, whether that's your direct sponsor, whether that's your district manager, your area manager, your regional vice president, make sure someone is mentoring and coaching you in some way. So for me, I offer the people that are direct to me and my adopted directs, which is basically the people in my team whose directs are either treating this as a hobby or they're no longer involved with the business, they're just using the products, they're more like a PC. So all of those people, I offer beginning of the month 20-minute coaching calls and mid-month 20-minute coaching calls. So I get into that 20 minutes, we cram it in of everything they need. They tell me how their week's been, how their month is looking, and how things go. And we have that coaching call. If you're not having coaching calls, make sure you speak to people. Go first to your sponsor, and if they can't enable that for you, then go to the next person, the next person, the next person. Make sure you get in those coaching calls. Just ask for them. Just be cheeky. Just ask. You know, people don't mind if you're coming up and asking. They'll be like, yeah, of course. As long as you've not gone like you've bypassed loads of people and gone straight to like your national vice president when you've got so many people in between. Make sure you're doing it properly. Go and do sponsor first, then their sponsor and their sponsor. And if they're saying they can't, then keep going up and up and up until you find someone that can. But don't just bypass people. First of all, go up, because that's how it works in this business. That's our level of leadership. We don't jump past people unless the people that are above us, not above us, you know what I mean, sponsored us in, unless they've said that they can't for some reason. So make sure you've got those Zoom coaching calls. And if you're new to the business or you've sponsored somebody, make sure they're aiming for strong start. It's really important. Strong start really just set new business builders up for a strong start. It gives them £700 worth of products. They're earning money straight away. And it helps them keep motivated in this business when they're going through the hardest part, which is the beginning. Number 4, book your launches. If you're relaunching, relaunch. And in this document, I've put some examples of online launches and in-person product and business launches. So make sure you watch them and then you decide how you're going to go forward with your business. Relaunching is fantastic. You can relaunch as often or as many times as you want. Invite. There's some recordings, that's the right word, on how to invite people to your launch or relaunches and make sure that they come. So that's that. Number 6 is events. So because we own our own global business and it's online, it is very difficult to sometimes stay in that sort of motivation period, in that sort of in the zone, buzzing kind of feeling. So we do need to keep plugged in. So people in your upline will voluntarily put on things for you, such as annually, you've got your global training conference and your UK training conference. People go out their way to do those and speak at those and to help out of those for you guys. So make sure that you're using them to your advantage. Monthly, people for free go out their way to put on region trainings and area trainings. So you've got one in the evening, one on the daytime. Daytime one completely child friendly. So if you've got children, you bring them along as well. And again, they're putting these on for you guys. They're not doing it for their own benefit because they're already area managers or regional vice presidents. They've already got a successful business. And if you're not attending those, and you're local, you need to let them know that you're not going to be coming, and why, because they could be putting their time into somebody else. They could be going somewhere else to put their time where it's better spent. They do that for you. So if you're not partaking in the area and region trainings, again, you need to reevaluate, how is your business moving where you want it to move, and if not, why are you not taking advantage of these trainings that are being put on for you? So for me, when I started my business, I was sponsored into the business by a friend who just started her business as well. So neither of us really knew what we were doing. So nobody coached or mentored me. Nobody helped me out. What I did was I went upline to find out where my upline was going to be. And I would ring her up and I'd say, where are you going to be on these days? Because these are the days I'm free. And she told me where she was going to be. And I went over there. I drove an hour to go and be where she was going to be. So I could watch her and learn, take notes and listen to what she was doing. I didn't have that coaching and mentoring. Actually, it did me a massive favour because it made me independent, made me get off my backside and go and find out for myself what I needed to be doing. And it served me really, really well. So make sure that you're doing those things as well. And then weekly, we've got our Sunday night online conference call training, half an hour of free training. Again, people would pay thousands and thousands of pounds for the personal development training that we get and business motivation training that we get. We get it for free. So half an hour on a Sunday night on Zoom. So again, make sure you're plugging into that as well. Number 7 is personal development. You probably hear it all the time, but your business will only grow as big to the level that you're at, basically. And I see this in all of my consultants. Their business is exactly where they are in terms of personal development. So as you develop, you'll see your business start to grow, and you need to develop first before your business starts to grow. So the way that you can do this is by reading more books, listening to more audios, practicing more, doing more, and growing. You'll feel within yourself the change. You'll feel yourself growing. You'll feel yourself mellow a little bit. You'll feel yourself become more open-minded, a bit more considerate, and just thinking a little bit more than probably what you did before. I've seen enormous growth in myself in the past year. Huge growth. Not as negative and moany anymore. I'm more open-minded and more understanding. And when people ask me questions, I don't have to look in a book for the answer. I know the answers. So my personal development has grown hugely, and that is a reflection on my business as well. So personal development is huge. We've written down some important books to read in the early start of your business. So if you haven't read some of those books, make sure you're doing that over Christmas. And then there's some links as well, some of my important trainings to listen to, SoundCloud trainings that are so important. They'll really help your business. So listen to those over Christmas while you're off. Number 8, do your launches. So then there's a bit more information about doing your launches. Number 9 is duplicate. Keep it dead simple. Use the products, tell other people. Use the products, tell other people. Use the products, tell other people. That's it. Keep it simple. Don't make your business all fancy and all jingly jangly. Keep it nice and simple so that other people can duplicate. If you make it too fancy, people are going to look at it and think, that's amazing. You're doing a great job. I could never do that. You need to keep it simple. Everybody can use the products, tell other people. Use the products, tell other people. Use the products, tell other people. Everybody can do that. Don't make it too fancy. Keep it dead simple. And number 10, take loads of photos and videos, because you will have a region video put together, compiled with music. So make sure you're taking loads of photos and videos. And again, there's some examples in that of some region videos that mine's in there. Then what I've put in this is a checklist to go through. So you can have a look through this. And if there's an area where you think, oh no, I'm fine at that, I'll tick it off. And if there's an area where you think, do you know what, I can improve on that, we've put some training links in so that you can study a little bit on that area in your own time. So there's finding people to share your business and products with. If that's an area that you're struggling with, there's some little links in there that you can make your way through about growing your business, meeting other people, chatting to people about your business and your products. And there's a little checkbox as well, so you can tick it off once you know what you're doing in that area. Then you've got know how to do a one-to-one appointment. So if you don't know, it's all in here. Know how to do a group event or a workshop. If you don't know, it's in here. Know how to do a follow-up appointment. That tends to be most people's downfall, so that's all in here. It is definitely my downfall. Learn the Discover Arbonne presentation or slideshow. Really important. That is the bread and butter to your business, really, knowing that slideshow. You're regularly learning more about the product line that you represent and work with. So make sure you're using as many products as you can. Every month, make sure you order something that you haven't already used so that you can use something else. The more you use, the more you can talk about and share with other people, and share your own personal photos, testimonials. Know how to build a regular, loyal, reordering client base. That's really important, because people will love us, they will love our products, and then they'll run out. And then they've got a choice. They either reorder that product from us through our website, or they go into town and replace it from somebody else's company, pay that money into somebody else's till. That money is waiting to be spent. How do we ensure it gets spent back in our till rather than somebody in town's till? How do we make sure that happens? Well, there are a few different ways to build that loyal client base, and there's a few trainings involved with that to make sure that when that person runs out of their shampoo, their breakfast, their lunch, their drinks, their soap, their hair care, whatever it is, when they run out, that they order it through us. So if you don't have 50 to 100 loyal clients reordering from you every couple of months when their products run out, then you need to spend a bit of time learning about this. This is what I've had to spend the past few months really working on, and it's paid off massively now, because now I do have a loyal, regular reordering client base, and it's because I put the time and effort into learning how to build that. So that's in there as well. Download and know how to use SoundCloud and Zoom. Really important. SoundCloud's fantastic because every Saturday Donna Johnson does a training call on there with a guest speaker, and there are so many other amazing calls that you can listen to on SoundCloud. Know your 60-second story, and again there's a link on what that is, and teaching your team how to build the 2,500 building blocks. If that's something that you need to work on, all the training is in there. So make sure you go through that at your leisure, and so that you know what you're doing, how to grow your business. I'm just going to show you where that is. So if I screen share and go into, so it's in the do more, be more pinned post. If you open up the pinned post, so if you open that up, So what you've got in the pinned post is getting started with your business, how to use my YouTube account. It's only about 3 minutes long. Head to Gifford's Google, I'm pointing with my finger, you can't see that. Head to Gifford's Google Drive is in there. That's where your business plan is. And then the Google Drive documents is in here. And it's within my Google Drive documents that page is in. So if I just click on that, and it should take us to it. And it's called Getting Started Top 10 To-Dos. Oh, it's taking ages to load. So yeah, it is in there. Or is it doing it now? I don't know. It's in there. Find it and print it off. And then there's loads of other stuff in the pinned post as well. So really familiarise yourself with that pinned post and go through that at your leisure. Okay, the next thing is calendars. So print off, this is what I've done. Calendars I've done all the way through the year, January, February, all there. And I put them on my wall and they go next to my desk. And I write into them when I work my business. So I work my business about roughly 15 to 20 hours a week, roughly, on income producing activities. So I only include income producing activities in that. So sitting around on Facebook is not included in my business time. Reading a personal development book or listening to a recorded training while I'm washing up is not included in my business time. So about 15 to 20 hours of income producing activities. So activities that produce me an income from it. So work out when you're going to work your business. Are you going to work 2 or 3 evenings a week, or more or less? Are you going to work 2 or 3 days a week, or more or less? When are you working your business? Make sure in that calendar you've put in every single month your region training, every single month your area training, Sunday nights 9 p.m. Zoom calls, and you're putting in when your local Discover Arbonne presentation is, because you want to be at least one Discover Arbonne presentation a month, taking with you at least 2 guests every single month. And that again just helps your business grow and grow and grow. So that's the calendars. Then you want to really map out where you are with your business. So if you get your piece of paper and you write out my PCs and clients, and then draw out all of your PCs and clients so that you can see clearly, and I stick that up in my office space, you can see clearly who are your PCs and who are your clients, who are you regularly going to be keeping in touch with, make sure they're getting on okay with the new mascara, how are they enjoying that new titanium eyeshadow, how are you loving the fizz sticks, would you like to try the other flavour, make sure you're regularly keeping into contact with your PCs, not in a bombarding way, but just keeping in touch with them, make sure they're okay, and make sure that when they run out, they'll be ordering it back through you. So write out all of your PCs on your bit of paper. And then on another bit of paper, write out your team of business builders. So because my team has got quite big now, I've concentrated on my central district, because that's where you want to mainly put your focus into. So I've drawn out my central district, so I know where most of my time is going, and I know who I'm spending most of my time working with. But then if you have got district managers and above promoting your team, you can have another sheet for those, because I do offer those one-to-one coaching calls with my district managers and above, as well as my central district. So make sure you know, and make sure that they're okay as well, and that they know when all the trainings are that you're going to be at and what they can tap into as well. So spend most of your time with your central district. Central district is your most important part of your business and your own business, your PCs and your clients. Have a goal to roughly launch 2 to 3 new business builders a month, because if you're doing that, you're going to be hitting all your bonuses and you're going to be doubling your team every single month. So launching 2 to 3 new business builders a month is a really great goal, and it's completely achievable, because you're going to be speaking to people on a regular basis. As you're launching them into their network, you're going to be introducing preferred clients and clients into their business. And even if that new business builders that you've launched decide that it's not for them, if you've launched them 3 or 4 times, then you've got into their network and met people that they know, and out of those people that they know, you're going to bring in clients and preferred clients, and there's probably going to be a few more business builders within their network as well, so that you're growing new lines consistently. And try and launch people that live away from you, people that live, you know, half an hour away from you, globally if possible. Try and launch global consultants, business builders. You want businesses that really are all over the country and globally, not necessarily all in your area. Obviously, if you know something in your area that would be perfect for this, great, launch them. Don't strike them off because they live in your local area. But ideally, be thinking about people that live far away, globally and across the UK. You want to be launching 2 to 3 people a month in an ideal world. More if you want. Okay, planner for the Bahamas. So if you haven't already seen this, planner for the Bahamas. So we're all going on the Bahamas trip. We've got 5 different steps, 5 different levels, so we can colour them in as we get to them. and we need to be promoting people out to district managers and above. There is a whole separate training call on how every single one of us can enjoy this free Bahamas trip from Arbonne paid for all of our new consultants, not just new consultants, all of our consultants, people that are new as well, can come on the Bahamas trip. All we have to do is work our business and make sure we get through these levels. It's from level 3 upwards that pays for the holiday. Level 4 is the holiday for you and another member of your family, and level 5 is you, family, and spending money as well. So make sure you printed that off and it's up somewhere where you can see it, and you're colouring in every single bit as you achieve each of the levels. Work out when you're doing your coaching calls with somebody that's mentoring you in your upline, and then make sure you're doing coaching calls for your team as well. So you're giving those coaching calls. So again, I do 20 minutes at the beginning of the month, 20 minutes mid-month. I do a Monday night and a Tuesday morning, so people can choose, and I send out a doodle link with all the 20-minute slots so people can just click on what is best for them, and it's really simple. Okay, last 2 bits of advice for really exploding your business is get yourself on Sue Alexandra's workshop in Guildford. Changed my entire business for my PCs and my clients. I went on Sue Alexandra's product workshop and her makeup workshop, and there was loads of men there as well. So don't think, oh, I'm a man, should I be doing that? Yeah, absolutely, because otherwise you're cutting off a massive part of your business. Yeah, it just completely changed so much of my business, and I just started to grow so many preferred clients because I had more product knowledge. So as soon as you can, make sure you go to Sue Alexandra's workshops, and if you're not sure when they are, go on the Do More page, pin post, scroll down to useful links, and her website link is in there with all of her dates on. So get yourself to one of those workshops now in Guildford, amazing. And last bit of advice is make sure you go to as many car presentations as possible, taking guests with you. So you want to be taking 2, 3, 4 guests with you every single time and get to car presentations, because every single person that goes to a car presentation as a guest starts building a business or becomes a preferred client. So make sure you really, really, really take advantage of that. Car presentations are a fantastic thing for us to go to. So car presentations, huge. Okay, that's all of my advice. I just want to say have an amazing December, especially with being double volume, and make sure that you're using this time to really work out how you see the next year in your business. Where do you want to be next Christmas? If you haven't already done your vision board, do it, and make sure that you do it for where you see yourself in 5 years and where you see yourself next Christmas. So for me, last year, I just completed as a district manager. I think I received my first paycheck in December last year, which was £500. I was made up with that, absolutely made up. And now a year later, so we are 1 year Christmas, and I'm earning over £6,000 a month from doing this business. And that's because I've really worked out where I wanted to be in my business. I knew last Christmas, just as a district manager with a tiny little team, no preferred clients or clients at all, but a tiny little team, I knew that I was going to be a regional vice president by the following Christmas. In fact, I knew I was going to be a national vice president, and I'm not quite there, but I'm much further along than what I was. So I'm now a regional vice president. So I knew where I was going to be, and I knew where my business was going to be, and I knew that I was going to be earning an absolute fortune, that I could do things at Christmas that I've never, ever, ever been able to do before. And it is amazing. And I feel so sad when I see people put on Facebook now, like, car's just broken down, we've got Christmas around the corner, I don't know what I'm going to do. And my heart goes out to them, because I've already shared this business opportunity with them. They know that I can show them how to build an extra income, but for whatever reason, they're not taking advantage of it. And it's really sad. I feel so sad for them. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, you know, you could be completely off benefits if you just worked at this. But some people, you know, they're not prepared to work as hard as maybe what us guys do with this business. And that's not our issue. Our priority is us and our family, and making sure that we are next Christmas where we want to be. So get organised, work out what your priorities are, make sure you're giving back. You're always giving back with trainings, you're doing things that are out of your comfort zone, because everything you give out, you do receive back. So if you're not very good at giving out, if you're not very good at giving up your time and going to things and taking people to things and talking to people, then you're not going to receive it back. So you need to get out there, get out your comfort zone, and start giving things that you can give. Recording yourself doing trainings on Zoom on things that you know a little bit about that you think other people would benefit from. So make sure you're adding value to other people's lives by giving, and it will come back to you. I promise you that. So I hope this has been helpful. And again, have an amazing, amazing Christmas. Get your business organised and just be somewhere that you're just going to be so proud of yourself with next Christmas. Thank you.